Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host Saeed. I do want to thank you for joining us tonight, Wednesday the 22nd of December 2021. 238-6716 is our phone line to call in, viewers. Just a couple days for Christmas. Remember, those of you who are looking for a higher interest rate on your hard-earned cash, you can contact Real Talk Group of Company Financing and Investment Department. There are two locations, 14 Caroni Savannah Road in Shogunas and 132 Victoria Village, Cipero Road in San Fernando. So viewers, our South office numbers 242-7690, that's the South office, 242-7690, and our central office numbers are 238-6716 or 339-1670. It's just a couple days again, viewers, for the month of December to finish. Remember, you can get up to 2.75% at our South office. So don't miss out on this great opportunity from Real Talk Group of Companies. So viewers, we know just a couple days for Christmas again. Today is Wednesday, tomorrow is Thursday, Friday is Christmas Eve, Saturday is Christmas. So I want to hear from you. About the vaccination. But before we go there, I want you to listen to this. 7 unvaccinated workers who were banned from their workplace and denied salary found favor at the industrial court in Port of Spain on Tuesday in an application for injunctive relief brought by Communication Workers Union, that is the CWU, Secretary General Clyde Elder and President Joanne Ojir, my mistake. The 7 may not return to work and must be paid their salary from December, which another colleague have already received. Elder presented the case of 5 workers from a firm named Water Disposal and 2 from a related firm called Environmental Holding. Now, he said, the union was not against vaccination, but was protesting an alleged breach of the Industrial Relations Act, where workers were locked out despite the alleged lack of consultation beforehand by the company. He made a point that neither of the companies was a safe zone, as recently declared by the government, where staff and patrons must be vaccinated, although they served safe zone companies. So viewers, I want to hear from you tonight. Do you think statements made by Prime Minister Dr. Saieed Ali is forcing the citizens to be vaccinated in Trinidad and Tobago? Now, what if something goes wrong? What about the vaccinated people start getting complications? What are there in place for these individuals who took the vaccine, had no complication, and started to get complications after taking the vaccine? So my question to you tonight, viewers of Real Talk with Saieed Ali and citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, do you think the government or Prime Minister Dr. Saieed Ali is forcing citizens to be vaccinated? I want to hear from you tonight. Our phone numbers are 238-6716. For the last 2 days, we have touched on this issue, but I want to hear. I have brought videos, clips to you all live interviews of the Prime Minister and his statement. I want to hear from you. What do you think about this? Now, the Attorney General said, you could lose your job if you are not vaccinated. So are these two individuals trying to make it mandatory? Don't care about the health of the citizens, but only care about the individuals who take the vaccine. Are they forcing citizens to be vaccinated? I understand we are in a pandemic, but according to the science, you know, Terence Singh loves to use the term science. We're following the science, but the Terence Singh followed the science when 50-something of them died, and all of us in is comorbidities, and they had COVID, and they took the vaccine. What the hell was the real purpose they died of? So are these two gentlemen trying to force the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago to take the vaccine? Now, viewers, having the Attorney General said you could lose your job if you're not vaccinated, where are the bloody hell lawyers now that's supposed to be standing for unions? Where are the union leaders? Where are they now? Because if you're not vaccinated, you can lose your job. And I want you all to understand, this is the same PNM administration you all campaign for. This is the same administration you said great is the PNM, and look at what the PNM leaders are doing to you. I want you all to open all your eye. Call a good night.
Yeah, good night.
Go right ahead, you're live on Real Talk.
Yeah, Mr. Saeed?
Yes, sir.
I'm calling from Tobago here.
Welcome, Tobago.
Right, thank you. Now, I am support the PNM. And I will tell you something. I find we are totally being disrespected in Trinidad and Tobago by the heads of government that I had voted for. I'm saying this without no fear or favor or with water in my mouth. I find the Prime Minister and the Attorney General need to sit down and do the right thing. You can't dictate a pay for people. That is totally wrong and totally out of control. I am totally annoyed about it. So as a PNM, I'm speaking out. Wrong. Thank you, Mr. Saeed.
Thank you, my friend, and thank you for calling in and sharing your opinion with us. Now, viewers, I want to let you understand this. They are saying that the unvaccinated people are sharing COVID-19 to the vaccinated. How in God's grace that the unvaccinated people could give the vaccinated people COVID-19? How in God's world it could happen? The vaccine was supposed to protect you, but some ended up with complications. They blame the unvaccinated for not being vaccinated. But the thing is, according to Terence Singh, who loved to say we following the science, Terence, did the science not show you that even the vaccinated getting COVID-19? How much of them died? With vaccine. They were double dose vaccinated and they died with COVID-19, and you all are saying, oh, they died with comorbidities. Call a good night.
Good night, Mr. Saeed.
Talk to me, my friend.
Season greetings to you and your staff, and God bless you and your program, brother. You are the #1 program in this country. You are the only person on this program standing up for the citizens, the voices in this country, brother. God bless you and your program. Now to the point. A vaccine, the meaning of a vaccine is to protect against a disease.
Correct.
So if I take a vaccine, I must be able to take my mask and away and walk freely.
Correct.
This is not the case with the virus and the vaccine.
Well said.
Because even you take 3 doses of the vaccine, the booster also, you still have to wear your mask and protect yourself. So then what Rowley and this bunch of advisors fooling the citizens of this country? And they are blaming the unvaccinated for spreading the disease. So even if you are vaccinated and have your booster shot, you can still get the virus, and in your work environment, you can spread it to the unvaccinated. I think the unvaccinated are more protective and protecting themselves than anything else. We have to look at why so many people are dying. The healthcare system is failing. Every citizen in this country who pays taxes, health surcharge, and all this kind of thing, and Rowley, and that's this government, we must fire them. We employ them. The citizens of this country employ them to work for us, and every day they threaten us. They do us what they want, and we must have them fired now, Mr. Saeed. It's time to have them fired and get out of there. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, my brother.
Thank you, my friend. So viewers, tonight, we don't have any ads running tonight. You know, we normally have our own company ads, but I decided not to do that tonight. Because that 2 or 3 minutes I will take, I want to hear somebody tonight. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Taking the vaccine is one. Contracting COVID-19 together with the vaccine is another thing. You understand? Is another thing. And now, the Attorney General says that if you are not taking the vaccine, you could lose your job. What is going on? Citizens, are we going to take that sitting down? Caller, good night.
Good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead, my friend.
The writing is clear on the wall from the very inception. The government is clueless how to deal with this COVID. They have been politicizing this COVID.
Correct.
From day one, sir.
Yes.
And they keep on politicizing it. They don't have a clue. Now, look, when they had lockdown people, you cannot come out, you're being arrested, you have to stay in your house. You know, you can't go to this one, you can't go nowhere. What purpose this serve? You come here, impose all these restrictions, SOE. Did it solve anything? Now, you look before, prior to the vaccination, how much people was getting infected, how much people was dying, and compared to now.
Correct.
Something is drastically wrong with this vaccine. I think they should halt this vaccine process. Something is fundamentally wrong. Now, you know, in Uttar Pradesh in India, over 240 million people in Uttar Pradesh, and they have declared Uttar Pradesh COVID-free. You know why? They have been using a cheap drug called ivermectin. Why is our government pig-headed and not following that lead? Is it because if they buy pig ivermectin, they were not able to embezzle money the way it is being embezzled now? They don't have the people's interest at heart. It needs to, you know, all that money, billions of dollars spent. Where on earth this money went? You know, critical drugs like what you have, like these other private institutions, what they are saving people's lives. The government has none of that. So, and now you want to force down vaccine on people? So, no, sir. They should be, you know, as a matter of fact, not only with the COVID, they are destroying this economy to us. Look where we are. Look at the amount of borrowing. Saying it is your children and grandchildren have to pay. This government is clueless, sir. And I would very much like you to take a more leading role to stand up for the people, because the people need someone like you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, my friend. The Attorney General is telling us, government workers, the Attorney General is making it clear to us that if we do not take the vaccine, we could lose our job. The Prime Minister said, you have your job, but you would not get the salary. Our Health Minister said now, there is no mandatory. It is not mandatory. So we have 3 people saying 3 different things. Prime Minister Dr. Saieed Ali You have your job, but you will not get paid. The Attorney General of Trinidad and Tobago, Faris Al-Rawi, if you do not take the vaccine, you could lose your job. Health Minister Terence Dialsing, it is not mandatory. So if it is not mandatory, how the hell the Prime Minister could come out and say you will have your job but you will not get paid? How the hell the Attorney General could say if you're not vaccinated you could lose your job? What the mother in hell going on in Trinidad? And then all them are saying outside, don't tell them nothing. Them as ministers, let me tell you something, they're walking over your rights. And what are they doing with it? Absolutely nothing. Now, since the Attorney General is a lawyer, what have the Law Association to say concerning those statements that he made? Caller, good night. Hello? Take a get the click one time. What are the Law Association now going to say concerning that? Are they violating the rights of a human being? Are they trampling on the rights of a human being? Are they taking away the rights of a human being to choose? Prime Minister Dr. Kidrowley said we are saving lives and livelihood. Terence Dialsing said we are following the science, but the science also showed Terence Dialsing, and it showed me that 50-something people died being vaccinated. The science showed me, Saeed, that my barber took the vaccine and he cannot stand up on his left leg. That is what the science of taking the vaccine showed, Saeed. Now, not everyone will be successful in taking the vaccine. What about the one who take the vaccine and end up with complications? What about them? What about them? Terence is saying nothing. AG is saying nothing. Prime Minister is saying nothing. CMO is saying nothing. Avery Hines is saying nothing about those individuals. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead, my darling.
Saieed Ali, my family is fully vaccinated, right? And one of my granddaughters, she's 17 years.
17 years of age?
COVID, yeah.
Okay.
And she come and get the COVID.
Fully vaccinated?
Yeah, fully vaccinated, all of them. The two daughters and the mother and father. And I tell him I surprised that child come and get COVID. But thank God she out of the woods. She see doctor, we give her medication and thing and everything good with her. But this vaccine is what they put in the vaccine. Saieed Ali, I am not a doctor. I am not a scientist. But what they put in that vaccine is to destroy the people's life. Because the people good. And as you take the vaccine, you get in. Yeah?
Thank you, my dear.
So I don't, they're lying to the public. Them they're hiding, everything they're hiding. Because I tell my children, I'm not taking it. God call me and show me I'm not taking it and I'm not taking it. I'm going to His rule.
Thank you, dear.
Yeah.
Now I will tell you the right thing is the right thing. I went and took the vaccine. I took the vaccine because it was recommended to travel. Because I have business outside Trinidad and Tobago and I needed to travel, so that was the only way I could have traveled. But I beg God, I said, Lord, I am seeing what the vaccine is doing to others. And I want you to guide me and make sure nothing happened to me. Because they wouldn't have a voice for the people anymore. So I gave God a reason now to make sure nothing happened to me. But what about the people who took the vaccine and got complications? Who is standing for them? You see, that is my point. Who standing for them? Which doctor, which nurse, which minister, which friend, which family? And that is my point. That is my point. It is your choice to take the vaccine or not. But it's my rights to stand up against the Attorney General and the Prime Minister to let them know you cannot make it mandatory. You are trampling upon the right of Saieed to choose, freedom to choice. You cannot take that away from me. You depended on me to be in office. And now because you are in office, you want to trample upon my rights? Hell no. So I'm using the opportunity now of having my platform to ask now, where the hell is the human rights lawyers? Or they will stand up for the man who committed a murder and was found guilty by the courts of law in Trinidad and Tobago. Oh God, I can't kill him. It's human rights. But the magistrate sentenced him to death. But if you don't take the vaccine, you wouldn't get paid. And here, Faris, if you don't take the vaccine, you could lose your job. Really? Where the hell is all the lawyers? Where is the magistrate? Where is the top guns in Trinidad and Tobago that could go in class with those ministers and fight them one-to-one? Where the hell are they? Where are they? Call a good night.
Very, very good evening to Mr. Saieed.
To you, my friend.
So, they're going on this thing the wrong way, you know. They're still going on this the wrong way. But something interesting happened. You remember when I talked to you last night, I tell you that if open fire cremation was a problem, the whole organization would stop Indians in India. Indians in India. So, in Crime Watch today, the host of Crime Watch today pulled up a document that was authorized and sanctioned by World Health Organization.
WHO, yes, I saw the documents.
So I would like people to start putting the pants off for this government for all that punishment and trauma they went through. And one more thing. Remember Ralph Gonzalez and St. Vincent tried this with the people?
Yes.
If they don't vaccine, they wouldn't be able to work.
Exactly. But watch me. When he pulled that shot, he had to leave Grenada and go Barbados for medication.
Because he got what said.
Yes.
I hope people who making that pronounced in Trinidad are so lucky like he. All the best.
Thank you, my friend. Let me tell all you something. Let Saieed tell all you something. Let the man who does do spirit work tell all you something. Let the drinking man tell all you something. Let the man from down Lake Eto tell all you something. I will not allow the government to trample upon my rights. So much QCs and top gun lawyers we have. Do we have to pay you all to stand up? Huh? Do the citizen are good and stand for the citizen. I ain't hearing human rights saying nothing. I am not hearing human rights saying anything. I am not hearing the ladies' organization of the PNM saying anything. Where's the ladies' arms? Where did they go? Did they go on vacation? Or they go on Christmas shopping? Call her good night.
Good night, Mr. Saieed.
Go right ahead.
It's a pleasure to be on your program.
Thank you, my friend. Glad you could join us.
What happened is that there is so much things surrounding this COVID. It is not Trinidad alone.
I understand what you're saying.
It is the world.
Yes.
Who the question is, who they are being taking the dictation from?
Correct.
Or the dictation from? Now, who have majority share in WHO?
Correct.
Mr. Bill Gates. And what Bill Gates said, he will be going at reducing the world population
Correct.
by at least 7 billion.
Correct.
And WHO being an organization to recommend vaccines since when? I thought it's FDA, that is the FDA job. So it was never a pandemic, it was a plandemic. How long we have been listening to one world order? And we've seen it in front of our face now.
Correct.
So the question is now, the Attorney General will be employed, right?
Yes.
And I have to go home. How that will work?
That will cause a riot.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. They know what they're looking for. So thank you again.
Thank you, my friend. You see, they planning, watch me, they planning for the citizens to create a riot. They planning for that. Because nobody knows the law better than the Attorney General of Trinidad and Tobago not to trample upon the rights of the citizens of the country. You cannot take away by choice the rights of the citizens of the country. You have no right to tell the citizens of the country if you ain't vaccinated, you're going to lose your job. Let me tell you something. Many bosses, businessmen in Trinidad and Tobago tried that. How they end up? With a lower standard of staff. A lower standard of staff. Are they trying to fix the economy, or are they trying to crash the economy? Because when less workers go to work, is less tax they collect. Them so illiterate. Where's the Minister of Finance? He don't know the less people contribute is the less money he would get. I hear him complaining already. Oh God, them old age people living too long. You careful, you ain't going down the road. And you just feel something twist the steering, and you write off your car, Careful. God is working mysterious ways. Mysterious ways. Let me tell you a little incident happened. My wife's cousin, after I decided to help him out because Saeed helped me, boy. I want to go up in life. No problem. One thing, son, don't come and cuss me, eh? You go have trouble in that. Oh, some older me find somewhere after I don't help him and reach to a certain standard. Saeed, your mother, so and so. Not long after that, you end up on a 40-foot container truck in Manzal and a stretch. Who caused that? Saeed? No. The good Lord. Call a good night.
Good night, Mr. Saeed.
Go right ahead. You're live on Real Talk, my friend.
Mr. Saeed, them fellas feel that in top of the world.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? No, me, I work with the government, but I feel sorry for the government because right now they're trying to trick them in a technical way. You have to get vaccine to keep your job, right? But I want to know, according to what you said, where all the top one day, with Passan Bad, if they call election in the morning, they will see how much jumping up all about.
I'm telling you.
They're jumping up in the morning. Hey, vote for me, vote for me. Where they know, nobody helping you.
Nobody are hearing them.
So the end of the day, the longest rope of our end. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
And with them for that doing day, they dig in their own grave.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, they can't do that, man. Yeah. All right, good night.
To you, my friend. The Attorney General, the one who's supposed to be telling the Prime Minister, the one who is versed in law, telling us, these citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, if you're not vaccinated, you could lose your job. Rav Gonzalez, St. Vincent Prime Minister, tried to pull that off. He ended up in Barbados seeking medical attention. And this Prime Minister in Trinidad and Tobago wants to pull off the very same thing. So you being the Prime Minister and the Attorney General being the one versed in law, come together now to penalize the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago who working on a daily basis. 5 o'clock you're getting up in the morning and you're leaving your house, going to work in a government office. For these bloody hell government ministers. And that is their thanks they got. That is what you get. If you're vaccinated, you're going to lose your job. That was the example Keith Rowley set and the example the president set, the president cannot come out and tell the citizen why should we retract the merit list. While Keith Rowley, somebody got bungs down in Tobago, but next day now, instead of he going to quarantine, he went Scotland. But trying to tell we now, we breaking the law. Where was the AG? Call her good night.
Good night.
Go right ahead, my dear.
Mr. Saieed, Tobago.
Welcome, Tobago. Welcome.
I have been to your program in Tobago. You know that? You know how many kids I have locked onto your program?
Go right ahead.
Yes. You have to forget. It's still different from the short elections of the president. And you know, I literally put my TV to look at your program. You know why? Every time I sit there, and I see Rowley and I see Rowley again, I because these people don't know the same living their life out of the people. I feel. Right? And I'm the only people that send them to help us. I have children with men. And right now that they don't know what to do because they're not taking that vaccine. You hear me? And I think it's time for you to shake that calabash. Take up people with spiritual and tell the people.
I had to go down and lick it out to shake the calabash. Thank you, my dear. Let me tell you something. Trinidad and Tobago, if all end wake up, 2022 will meet all by the roadside, you know. Because the banks coming to take all your house. They're coming to take all your motor car. Your children will not be able to go to school because if you ain't have a job, how you paying for internet bill? Oh gosh! Where's the Minister of Education? Do you know what I had to study? I had to study the individuals who took the vaccine and complications they possess presently. How the hell we are hearing Terrence saying about that? It's not that Terrence dumb or he's stupid. He's a pharmacist. He's well educated, but they're hearing everything and they refuse to tell you, the citizen. That is why I just come here and I just bring it to all you, from international news to local news to local citizen. Call in 2386716, and if you have a complication from the vaccine, tell me and tell others because the world is listening. Call her good night.
Good night, Mr. Saieed.
Go right ahead.
Great job as usual.
Now, caller, before you go forward, I want the people to understand something. I am not against, you know that they say anti-vax? I am not against that, you know. You have a choice. But our choice are being taken away. That is why I get to know so ridiculously stupid.
Yeah. I myself too think people have the choice because they can force it upon people. And one more thing I want to know, Mr. Saieed, this Delta virus, as they say, was so deadly. We don't hear about no cases about that again. And one more thing, I'm calling from Chase Village, right? I have two persons that are inside by me. One was fully vaccinated, 2 doses, and the next one take the 3rd booster shot, and 2 weeks after they take it, they come and die.
What did health say they die with? Comorbidities?
Normal thing.
Wow.
But I will contact you tomorrow and get a little more info on this now.
I do appreciate that, my friend. So we could share it with the general public. Thank you so much. Watch me now. All I feel is Kixie dotations are taking place. No, it's some serious caca taking place. Some serious thing taking place. You will tell me the Prime Minister come out and tell the citizens, you working for free? And then the AG now go back up the Prime Minister and say, if you are vaccinated, you could lose your job. AG serious, boy? Huh? I mean, let's give Jackie Jacket a thank you for everything you passed for me. But at the same time, you cannot violate the rights of the citizen. You cannot do that. If I side come out and ask you now, but AG, how much case you represent Trinidad and Tobago with, and how much you lost? You know, Saeed, you're bashing me with my cases. I'm not bashing and use the AG and use a lawyer. How come you lose? Two 386-716. If you took the vaccine and you got complications, feel free to call in and share it. Let me tell you something. Our rights are being taken away. It is being snatched from in front of our eyes. Call her good night.
Good night, good night.
Good night, go right ahead.
Yeah, so this vaccine, I did take the two Pfizer vaccine. And after that, my answer started happening like arthritis.
Wow.
Yeah, and I take the two Pfizer, thinking that that is a good vaccine, yeah.
I understand. Thank you for sharing it, my friend.
But I feel they want to get down, I feel they want to get out of the government, you know, and technically.
I understand. I understand. Let me tell you something. I will not sit by and watch our rights be taken away. They pull all kind of nonsense. All kind of nonsense. And when I start to load them up, some retract, some forget, some this, some that. Caller, good night.
Good night, good night.
Go right ahead. You're live on Real Talk.
Hi, hello?
Yes, you're live. Go right ahead.
Okay. Good night. I'm sorry. Good night.
I'm hearing you.
All right. Good night to all. I'm calling in connection with the vaccine. Dracula Fauci is killing people in the world. The World Health Organization is denying the use of ivermectin. And there is a court matter right now in it. I can't remember the High Court or whatever it is. But the matter is taken to court. Because in Goa, they are using it. I think Andhra Pradesh or some other counties using it in India. And that matter is taken to court in India. Okay, that is all I want to say. Ivermectin is what is to be used. And the World Health Organization is denying the use of that. Okay, so this government is also following the World Health Organization. And I'm saying don't take the damn vaccine.
Thank you, my friend. No, they're talking about ivermectin and ivermectin this and the ivermectin that and the ivermectin the other and it's animal medication. Let me tell you something. I know a lot of doctors and nurses are taking the ivermectin. I know a lot of them that are taking it. And they say, Saeed, it is working. It is working. Caller, good night.
Good night.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, I would ask a question. I would ask Mr. Saeed.
You're live on Real Talk. You're live on television. Go right ahead.
Oh, good night. Yeah. I wanted to know what is happening with the opposition. We're not hearing them at all. And we would like to know if they could come on your set and if
I believe I want to believe the opposition is on Christmas vacation. Take what I'm telling you. Because I ain't hearing nothing. It seems that I doing the job of the opposition. Thank you, my friend. It seems like I am doing that. They have lawyers, they have doctors, they have nurses, they have ministers, and where the hell are they? The right thing is the right thing. I mean, not because they lose election, but the opposition leader is an attorney. So out of all the people in Trinidad and Tobago, the attorney is supposed to realize that the attorney general wants to violate the rights of the citizens by taking away the freedom of choice. Don't get me wrong, I understand we're in a pandemic. I understand that. I took the vaccine. By the grace of God, I am okay. My Baba took the vaccine. Two of us, two healthy person. He cannot stand on his left leg. What about his rights? Is there anything in place to support him? No. But we have an AG telling us now, if you don't take the vaccine, you're going to lose your job. The bloody hell Baba cannot go to work as he wants. What about his job, AG, who took the damn vaccine? What about his job? He don't work in the government sector. He is self-employed, but the vaccine did him wrong. Who helping he? All government say comorbidities, but let me tell you something. That bloody hell man have no comorbidities. I could tell you that. I could tell you that. Because for the last 10 years, twice per week, for the last 10 years, his hands, his scissors, his machine was on my head and my beard. So if anybody's to know about him, it's me. And to know about him more, when he got married, I signed for him. I just let you know how good we is. Caller, good night.
Good night.
Go right ahead. Stick your gaddy click. Next call. We ain't here to waste time tonight. We're here to show the ministers, you cannot trample upon my rights. You cannot do that. You all will be creating a war in Trinidad and Tobago. I want you to understand. The Attorney General collecting a huge sum of rent at the end of every month. The Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago is collecting a huge salary at the end of every 30 days. If the government worker do not work, nobody is paying their loan, nobody is paying their bill, because that is their source of income. The Attorney General can stay home for 30 days and his salary sure. The Prime Minister could stay home for 30 days and sleep, his salary is sure. But if the government worker stay home for 30 days, you are getting money to buy flour to feed your children. Call a good night.
Hello?
Yes?
Yes?
Go right ahead.
Today online. You hear me?
Go right ahead, go right ahead.
Yeah, today go on the line. The Prime Minister promised to reach Tobago because of what it took. But I wanted to give him a message, please. Tell him he would never win a seat in Tobago, no election, either general and assembly election again. Can't do that. Bye-bye.
Thank you, my friend. Ask Job if we have the pictures of the Ezekiel home. Our rights are being taken away. What are we going to do about it? Is the government of Trinidad and Tobago creating a war? Do they want the citizens to riot? You know what's the best thing about this? The Protective Service and the Army, you know they are exempted. You know they are exempted. All right. They are exempted. How come they got exempted? And they are government workers? But you know what? The police will depend on, the government minister will depend on the police and the army to watch their back. So what they do is that TTPS and Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force, you guys got exempted. They're not making it mandatory for you all, because they need you to watch their backs. You know, tonight, Wednesday the 22nd, will be our last show until the 27th. That will be the 27th, will be the Tuesday. Because of the Christmas and workers and staff, you know, I give them a little time off, they celebrate with their family. But I will be monitoring The 28th. So Wednesday the 22nd will be our last live show, and we will be right back on television from the 28th of December to continue our live shows. We are just taking a break because of the Christmas season, not the pandemic. Caller, good night. Hello?
Saieed, you hear me?
I am hearing you loud and clear, my dear.
Right. Hear this. Everybody says that the Attorney General is getting his rent every month.
Yes.
But the councillors who are renting buildings in Arima, they cannot pay the landlords and their rent.
Well said.
But yet this man is getting his rent every month and on time.
Thank you, my
So
dear.
how long that has gone for?
Thank you, I understand what you're saying. So Trinidad and Tobago, would you sit by and watch the Attorney General take away your rights? Great is the PNM, where holiday? Bring a partner who like to break in neck and dance. We have a video with him? Enough? We have a video with a partner who break in the neck? Trinidad and Tobago, are we going to sit back and watch our civil rights be taken away? Look at my boy down here. I watch him. Oh God, Dingole. Watch your head. Dingole. But pardon, if you're working for the government and you are vaccinated, none of them are coming to pay your bill. Look at my friend there, watch. Oh good, he knows how to shake it. He knows how to shake it. But January coming up just now. They need more signatures to pass the property tax. We have to pay it. But Colin Board get an exemption not to pay it. Right? Great is Colin Board, great is the PNM, and stupid is the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Dotish is the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Clumsy head is the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Why? Why? We stupid too bad. We dotish. We duncy head. We head like concrete. Import exempted himself, and you know what we do? We sign up the form and send it up. We that stupid. And what make we more frightened now is, oh God, it may send it up 5,000 penalty. So who the hell is the import? Because he's a minister? No. No, if it wasn't for the vote of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago to put this man in power, what he would have been? What he would have been? So now we'll have the Christmas season to think about your rights. Our rights were suspended with the SOE. We couldn't protest. Now they want to take away the little bit of rights you have. Oh, you see me? I ain't taking that vaccine. Your job is involved. Your livelihood is involved. You're paying the bank. Your money is involved. You're buying grocery. That is involved. You're paying your car. You're paying your rent. You have to save doctor fee. All that is involved. Well, let's talk now, man. Let's talk now, man. Let me tell you something. Nobody is zipping my mouth, you know. I'm telling you once, twice, and 3 times. You're zipping my mouth. Because I am one of those down in Leketo. And those who just go down in Leketo, who sit down in high office, you know what you're getting in Leketo because you go by a man just like me. You think I'm afraid to talk? But let me tell you something. As God give life in this body, I will stand up. And I just tell anybody, you want to come after me, not a problem. But before you come down by me, I want you to understand who is the man you're coming after. That's what I want you to understand. Because coming on the road, a big truck could run into you. Coming in the road, your car could flip. Hey, people say, oh, Saieed is a madman. Let me be the madman. Let me be the madman. It's the same madman who got marijuana decriminalized. It's the same madman who got child protection. It's the same madman who got the child registry up and running. Anybody did it? Who pushed for it? We ain't hear nobody talk about it. Kola, good night. Hello?
Yeah.
No gather when you cannot gather. Police go come in your property. Valsen had a wedding by a businessman. How many people they had? They hired their own private security to direct traffic. You park there, you park here, you could park over there. Where was Avery Hines? Where was CMO? Where was Terence Dial Singh? But all you want to take away my rights? Boy, let me tell all you something, I just laugh, you know. I just laugh. Here, listen, I have some things I'm working on, you know. You have some things I'm working on. And don't get frightened, don't get bummy. You have some things I'm working on. But I will clearly tell you, the Prime Minister and the AG, they want to stir a war in Trinidad. They want to create the momentum of a war. That's what they want to do. You see, I will tell you something. I have a friend who got vaccinated about 6 months ago, and up to today she suffers with a migraine. And you know what she says? I regret I took the vaccine. With COVID in Trinidad, I was living better. Now I take the vaccine, and every day I had to hear about a doctor. I had to hear about a prescription. This one say use that. That one say use this. You had to take days off from work. Why? Because of the bloody hell vaccine. And before that, she was living good. So who is standing for those that took the vaccine and end up with complications? Who are standing for those? Terence following the science? How the hell Terence didn't tell you, well, the science killed 5 of them, 50 something of them while vaccinated? You see, I understand they are ministers and they have a portfolio, but let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You're born without education. You're born how much? About 2 pounds, 3 pounds, 4 pounds. Knows nothing about the world. And you grow and you educate yourself in the world. Now you have a little education. You think you could fool people. You think you could fool people. You will fool some of them today. But you cannot fool the same set of people tomorrow. You can't do that. Because from here to here, they will educate themselves along the way. So when you hear reach here, you see Tobago up with the election? Oh, you can't fool me again, Kitos. Bam shot. PDP won. They're fed up. They're fed up of the lies. They're fed up of the being manipulated. They're fed up of the tales. So are we going to sit back and watch our constitutional rights to freedom of choice be taken away? Where are the AGs? Where are the lawyers? Where are the judges? Where are the magistrates? What about police officers who refuse to take the vaccine? What about those? What about airport workers who refuse to take the vaccine? What about those? What about the nurses and the doctor who work in and they realize the effects of the vaccine and they refuse to take it? What about those? What about those? You see, I got to tell you something. Nobody knows of the pain and the suffering better than a doctor and a nurse. And if they refuse to take the vaccine, who is me and you? Who is me and you? Huh? You see, all I am asking and all I am saying, I'm asking you all, would you allow your rights to be taken away? I had to take the vaccine in order to travel to see about my business outside. I went bold and brave with God in front of me. Thank God nothing happened to me. My barber went bold and brave and he got complicated. So who is standing for him now? Parents saying it's safe. People calling me Saeed. My wiggy shrink an inch. Women calling me, Saeed, we bleeding for 13, 14, 15 days and we not on we period. Since we take the vaccine, it happening to we. You think the Minister of Health don't know that? They damn well know that. He following the science. When he went by the promenade, he shed a tear, he wept. To see people not abiding by the COVID regulation. But when they had campaigning in Tobago, Terence didn't wept. He didn't wept. He shed a tear of joy the partying for we. I think Terry, you shed a tear of joy. You thought you were going to win. We won Tobago. You didn't win, you lose. So I'm asking you tonight, the viewers of Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Those of you in front of your television, those of you on your laptop, those of you on your tablet, are you going to allow your rights to be taken away? What about the lawyers and the judges who refuse to take the vaccine after hearing and seeing complications with individuals while taking the vaccine? What about those rights? What about those rights? How many lawyers do we have in Trinidad that did not take the vaccine? How many magistrates or judges do we have in Trinidad that did not take the vaccine? How many prosecutors do we have in Trinidad that did not go and take the vaccine? How many doctors and lawyers that did not take the vaccine? So I'm asking you, are you going to allow the Attorney General and the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago to trample upon our rights as citizens? I want you to remember something. You all put him there. You all. You all put him there. And your rights are being trampled on. How many government workers do we have in Trinidad and Tobago? Thousands. So these idiots and them decide now to say, if you not take the vaccine, you're not taking the vaccine, you lose your job. Didn't the finance minister realize that, but wait now, this man making a foolish statement because if people home, how they're paying tax? How I buy the next car if me collecting tax? How I buy the next boat? How I could exempt myself now on the next building when me again tax? Ask yourself that. But I wait until come January 2022. I am not paying any tax. Say that is a law, really? Calling me about his assistant of Trinidad and Tobago? Yes. He's a human being? Yes. He's a minister? Yes. So why he can't pay it? Why he cannot pay it? Come January is a different bacchanal. But right now we're treading on our rights being taken away. And we have lawyers, we have magistrates, we have QCs, we have police officers, we have nurses, we have doctors, we have engineers, we have civil servants. Many of those did not take the vaccine. So viewers, we have come to the end of our program for tonight. Wednesday the 22nd, there's a rerun of this program tomorrow from 11:30 to 12:30 p.m. This is our last show for tonight, Wednesday the 22nd. We will be back on Tuesday the 28th for our next live show. So we are just going to take a couple days off. You know, workers, they need a little time off. They spend with the family. It's Christmas season. Viewers, be safe. Don't drink too much. Remember, we have public health regulation in place. Sanitize, wear a mask. You know, we are abiding by it. But removing our rights from ourselves something totally wrong with that. So until we meet again, viewers, a Merry Christmas to you, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Allahumma sodo korba illa inna ba'una kil la ba'inta ezil la umma ru'umma anta. I have placed you on the face of the earth to eat and drink, which I have provided for you. Until we meet again, be merry. Good night.